Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue Riser here. So the Fate Extra record announcement stream happened. You like my Ghost of Tsushima background? If you haven't gotten it yet, get Ghost of Tsushima. It's a great game. But anyway, the Fate Extra live stream was yesterday. It was around an hour, and we're gonna watch it. Not watch all of it. I've cut down a good portion of it just to fit the more important things. If you go on the video itself, there's someone who translated some of the stuff they said down there, and that's what I'll do. We're gonna watch over it. It's around 20 minutes. We're not gonna watch all 20 minutes though. And we're just gonna talk about the key points, things they've mentioned, and that's kind of it. So without further ado, we can go ahead and get this started. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's get started. All right. So there's quite a bit to mention. We're just gonna talk about it as it goes on. It'll have quick cuts and stuff like that. But first thing is, people were making jokes in the chat. VTuber Ren. This is the models they'll be using, the live 2D models that they're going to be using in the game. Nothing crazy extravagant or anything like that. Sorry about moving the mic. But I thought it was a pretty cool idea. It looks nice. I'm assuming someone else is controlling the emotions while she's talking and stuff like that. They're just doing it on the fly. I don't think she's doing it. But yeah, that's the thing. So, that's a nice face. Now, I've seen this with other, companies and stuff like that. If you know, we'll pause. This is about to play the trailer. I'm assuming you've seen it. If not, go watch it yourself. Obviously, the higher definition, better resolution one of it. But a lot of companies are actually doing this VTuber thing. Maybe you've seen Uzaki-chan or whatever it's called. I don't watch it. But the big boob short girl, right? They did a virtual YouTube thing for her too. Anyway, trailer. I really didn't want to get spoiled by this trailer, but I did. So, rip me. I was trying my best to avoid everything. I'm going to talk over it since I'm going to assume, again, that you've seen it. I'm going to just turn it up just a little bit. So we got Shinji here. And we can see the school and different day-night cycles. Rin has a new costume. Her heels stand out so much. They just stand out too much in my opinion. But she's got her Zetai Ryoki, the absolute territory. Now the old version of Rin's design it was like a little triangle at her back. It felt like they were trying butt cleavage a lot in this game. So this one's totally different. And then we have Ranny, one of my favorites. When I originally played Extra, Ranny was one of my favorite characters. I just loved her design so much. I was hoping she would become a pseudo servant in FGL sooner or later. Oh, she's so cool. Then we have the dungeons, a pretty extravagant remake. Looks good. Now they're gonna have gameplay later on. I assumed at first when watching this that you were controlling Saber, but that's not the case. You're controlling Hakuno here, or Hakunon, and Saber just goes ahead of you sometimes. So maybe the AI isn't finished. I'm not sure. These are the enemies. I think they look way better than the original Fate Extra enemies. I don't like them too much. The original enemies. And then good Panchita right there. So combat itself is overhauled. It's no longer rock paper scissors. Thank God. I was reading a review recently some guy was complaining hardcore about the turn base. He gave the game a 1-star and everything. He really did not like Fate Extra. So maybe he'll like this one if he actually cares anymore. But we now have command cards or something of the like. I don't see anything that says, it just says command list. So you have a list of actions you can do, and now you chain those together to perform various combinations and stuff like that. You have attack, you have, looks like buffs, skill cards, and a defensive thing. So overall, it doesn't sound very complicated. Not like the first Fate Extra was complicated either, though. Drake's looking good, but Shinji's looking better. I love the graphics. Oh my god, the models are really nice. Now, here it does look like the rock, paper, scissors system. Maybe you have to choose the right one. It looks like they kept that mechanic here, because when we see later on, there's going to be like enemies and they don't attack back or do any actions either. So, we'll see. Maybe they're scripted segments. Maybe it's only servant battles. I don't know.
I am the bone of my soul. Steel is my body, and fire is my blood.
It's been a while since I've heard this.
Over 1,000 blades, unknown to death,
nor to life.
Hell is to pay to create many weapons.
Now, interestingly enough, I'm going to talk over this now. Tamamo is nowhere to be seen in this whole trailer. She's in the art. She's on the website. We'll take a look at the website later. But she is nowhere to be seen. So it's pretty interesting why she isn't here. Maybe her model's not done. Voice actress couldn't get to do any work. I don't know. But I just don't believe they would have Emiya's MP and then some Nero actions and zero Tamamo stuff. I feel like it had to have been a voice actress thing. And that's it for that. So it's going to be a quick cut into the next thing. Right about now. So we have a director. The director of BB Studio. Let's hear his name. There you go, Nino Kazuya. So that's the guy who's here throughout this whole interview. Or, can you call it an interview? I guess so. And he says he can't show his face, but whatever. It doesn't matter that much. It would have been an avatar anyway. Okay, so here, I'm just gonna call it Ueda-san here. Asked various questions. We'll just hear it out and then I'll tell you what she said. PS5 かスイッチかトレーラー見た感じスイッチみたいだけどスチーム版じゃなくてもいいけど PC 版が出たらやりたいです。私が本格的にフェイト作品にのめり込んだ作品がフェイトエクストラでした。私が魅惑の世界観、個性的な登場人物、そして膨大な文章に圧倒されたのはつい去年の話、去年やってくださったんですね。去年の話なんですが。Okay, so she said quite a bit, and this is just people's questions and stuff like that. First of all, is Hakuno going to be voiced? Second of all, what are we expecting this on? PlayStation 5, PC, Steam, current gen. Is it coming out next year? Is it coming out this year? So she pretty much stated those kind of questions towards him. So a quick cut. I think she went on a little longer. Here he'll answer some of the things. So from here, Hakunon, the main character, will speak. But I think people should temper their expectations, expecting like Hakunon to just talk outright, sort of like in the last Encore anime. I'm going to be certain that it's going to be similar to like a Persona 5 Joker situation here, where there be certain lines and like maybe grunts and stuff like that in like short phrases. That's my highest expectation. If there are more voice lines, which is highly in doubt, highly doubt, I doubt, by the way, that'd be really cool. But I'm going to assume it's like Joker. And so both male and female are voiced. I mean, it'd be pretty terrible if they only voiced one of them, to be honest. Okay, so this is the poll. They put this poll out a few days ago, I think. So this first one is: I've played the games before, I've seen the anime before, I know the characters, and I've never played before, or I don't know anything about it really. And 48% of the people who replied said they had played the game. Now, funny thing, I think they have played it, but probably not finished it. I was going through comments during the live stream itself, and I saw a lot of people say, "Oh, I've played it, but I never finished it." That kind of thing. I do think the game has its dull moments, and it does drag people out of it. And so they put it down and they never touch it again. Because it's on the PSP, it's harder to get back into. At least in my opinion. So we can skip ahead. Alright, so here's CCC. A lot of people thought this was going to be CCC. The game was just going to be a remake of CCC itself or something like that. No, and the guy pretty much brings up the perfect reason, something I don't believe anyone. Why didn't anyone think about this? CCC just seems like a hard game to make nowadays, but he'll say it. So here she says there's a lot of female characters in here, and their designs are pretty out there. So there you go. Kekko ecchi no game. It's a pretty perverted game. When I first saw CCC, I didn't like the designs. Mind you, I've played Fate Extra when I was 15 or something like that. No, 16. Regardless, somewhere around high school. So I was kind of into ecchi designs and stuff like that. But by the time CCC came out, I really wasn't into the designs. Passion Lip, fan service behold. I like Opie and all, but I felt like she was just overdoing it. There was a lore reason to why it was like that, and even Melt with like the crotch pad and stuff like that. In today's standards, I just don't believe CCC could make it as like a platform game. It just seems a bit hard. So yeah, they just talk about the raunchiness. Here we have a key visual art. Again, there's Tamamo, but no what do you call it? No character models seen anywhere. Of course, nice water article art. So we can go ahead and skip ahead. So here, this is some special news about Studio BB. Studio BB is making 2 games. We have the extra record, and then they're also contracted to make another game. Right now, their full focus is on extra record. It's this next game, we don't know what it's going to be about yet, but they are definitely going to make another Fate game. So I think it really relies on how well Fate Extra Record does, but not just how well it does, how good it is. Because if it's bad, I don't really want people to support it. Just being honest, I want the best product I can get. Well, we could probably see a CCC or something similar to that in a remake, but we'll also see the other game that they make. So possibly, if they're successful in the endeavor of making these 2 games, we could see more Fate console games, which I want. But I hope they're good. So here he says mo ippon, that we're doing one more. So we're gonna skip ahead. This is the school. He left his mouse right here, if you can see it. It's really weird, but it's a nice school. Plus, I don't see any loading screens from second floor to first floor. I've played a lot of Japanese games where you're in a school, and a lot of them have loading screens every single floor. It's so freaking annoying. This one though, it seems like the map might be a bit bigger. Maybe things are easier to render. I don't know, but no loading screens between floors. Perfect, great. Even when we saw in the trailer, when the protagonist goes onto the roof, they just open the door and they're at the roof. So I'm hoping the whole school itself has very little loading screens. As you can see, there are characters walking around and stuff like that. Camera looks good because it's a full motion camera. You can see almost everywhere around you. It's not a locked camera. See, look at that. And then there's more stairs there too. So this whole thing probably is just the whole map. That's so cool. Now, maybe the classrooms are all the same. I don't know. You can talk to this person. And then they keep visual novel aspects here. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit redundant to have visual novel aspects in a full 3D game. I just feel like it's real redundant. Why would we need this? But we'll see how they play out. And what else do we have? Here, I think he's about that's the gym. I wonder how much of that you can actually go out to. More. Like, look, you can go through this whole place. Men and women's bathrooms. And then he touched this window here. Oh, not there. So there is a loading screen between day and night. It's most likely just loading different students and stuff like that. So it's nice, and then you can go again. I wonder if there's there's something else besides this window. Most likely this window is just like a debug thing or something like that in the build they have. But I wonder if there's going to be a thing in the real game that will allow you to pass time like that. I would assume going to the dungeon and stuff like that would do it, but we'll see. Nice face for him. So I think he shows the debug. He shows the whole boot and everything. Map, test, debug, cutscene A, which they'll show a little later. We got the log, title, load. I think that's Gakko. My room, and all other types of stuff. We got a few dungeons here. This might be a test dungeon. We have a game over screen, monologue screen, and what is this one? Dungeon Risalto. Oh, dungeon result. Okay. So they've got quite a bit already built that they're working on. Man, I don't know. Hopefully he didn't get in trouble for showing this. I would assume not. So here we are. Saber's at the end over there. She's following along. I can't see her butt cleavage too well though. Too bad. So see, she just runs ahead. I wonder if you can tell her a command to attack and stuff like that. Overall, the dungeon looks nice though. We're gonna go ahead and turn them down a bit. They're just gonna do regular stuff here. So there's an enemy. We're gonna go ahead and see this battle. Battle Sorto. So here he says we've done a complete remake of a rework of the battle system. Here we can see the different commands. She's covering it, but I think you have a limited amount of commands, and then it refreshes. Oh, they call them cards. They're command cards. There you go. So we have some defensive one, and then you have an AP counter. Obviously, it looks like it can get even higher. Of course it should. So let's see if there you go. So you do an attack, and then you can also use defense. Now it's still pretty luck based. in my opinion. When you think of it like the original game, where it was completely everything was luck based. The rock paper scissors battle until you figured out the enemy patterns, or there was some other gimmick to it. But this one, you maybe one day you'll just have one attack and then the rest are defenses or whatever like that. I don't know if skill cards are gonna be like that too. So let's keep going. And so the enemies can attack. You have one of them attack, and that's it. The other one didn't attack. Don't know why. But regardless, because he used a defensive one, it looks like he blocked the attack that was coming by. And most likely the defense one, what do you call it? It counts for a certain amount of damage. This one is Slashu? Oh, slash. Okay, slash. So that's the skill. That one is, I don't know. And so you do, so pause right there. Let's go back. So when you attack, there is time to choose the next option. I keep going back a little bit too much. So she attacks here. Again, nice camera angles. One attack, and then there's time, it seems, for another one. Beautiful. Beautiful saber. Okay. And it pretty much showing more battle. And then these are like commands. And there's sabers live to the thing. Shows up right there. Again, it feels a bit redundant to have both the model and this here. But I mean, Japanese games do this all the time. Persona did it, so I can't complain too much. Since I like that game. And what else is there? Oh, there's this hacking thing. They wanted to make hacking more important to the game. So here you can do hacking and other things in this digital scape. You can grab them pretty far, like real far. They're like items or healing things. I'm not sure. And then move ahead. We got designs right here. This is Nero's charm point. Charm point, okay? Charm. Overall, it looks the same. Maybe there's minor details that are different, but I don't see anything. At least not off the top of my head. Like, all of the ornaments and everything look pretty much the same. And then, who else do they have? They've got Rin, where they're mentioning that her colors are pretty much reversed. Yeah, it looks okay. This is interesting right here. I like CCC's Ren's hair color in the back. I think it was an extra too, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I like the color she had going on. And these heels just don't work. Not in my head. There's one part though that Miss Ueda-san here. Miss Ueda-san? That's redundant. She says it's sexy. Igaito sexy だね. And then I think there's one more character they show. Yeah, one more character who's got a decent remake. He definitely didn't look like this. We're gonna go ahead a little bit more. We've got enemy types. This is the ball. And then this is the golem. Oh, perfect. And now this is their test of cutscenes. So this one's called Korobu Taiga. So let's go ahead and see that. So there you go. I like the old TV up there.
よーし、間に合った。みんな、
So it's sliding, of course, because why make walking animations right now?
おはよーよーよー。
And so here's that visual novel aspect. Um, like I said, it just feels weird to have it in a game that would be more dynamic with its cutscenes. There's no reason to over explain what's happening in your scene. Just show it, right? But this is a common issue I think the Fate series has in general. That it overtells.
またか。
And so this is pretty much just them testing what cutscenes are going to look like. The general outline and the layout of it. There's Archer right there. He's a student now. He's always been a student. Don't question it.
ちょっと男子、冗談言ってる場合じゃないで
It's
しょ。
just one.
そうだよ。
It's just one dude voicing the whole thing. All right, so that's about it for that. Overall, the cutscenes look. Look how many archers here. Look how many archers. It's insane.
始めるから座りなさい。
You know, the character models look nice. The character art is nice. It's all looking good right now. Can't wait to see Taiga's actual model. Look at that. Let's see that face again. I wanna. When's she gonna make this face? And oh, here you go. So Fate Excella and Excella Link are now available for mobile devices. You have to pay for them. They're around $20 or something like that. So they are premium. And I am telling you right now, don't buy or download them right now. They are not in a working state. I went through the reviews like right after the stream. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I was looking to get the game anyway. And it's not worth it right now. They need to fix some stuff. And then even then, I would say wait until they put out an English port. I would believe they would do it, but maybe it'll take a while. I don't know. But this one, it needs to be fixed right now. I wonder if they're going to add gacha mechanics and stuff like that. I don't know. But regardless, wait to download this, okay? Just wait. But I mean, from an outside perspective, it looks nice though. Like, look at that. Looks real nice. Yeah. And that's it. Okay. So, overall, we pretty much gone through a lot of this. Let me pull something up here. Boop, boop, boop. Where is it? There it is. Alright. We don't need this anymore. I'm going to close that. So, they have a Twitter. You can follow them on their Twitter. Type Moon Studio BB. And then there's also a website, typemoonbb.com. And then record is for extra record right now. There's BB Dig Dug. We can talk about that later, I guess. So far, you can find more screenshots here on the website. Most of them are from the trailer. So I'll assume this website will get updated sooner or later. And I don't think there's too much else to mention. Let me just double check. No, yeah, there's really not too much else to mention. Oh, it will most likely have a global release. Since this website is in English, you can put it in English right here. So right here, Fate Extra Record in development. So everything you want to know is in English also, which I think this is good. Fate has finally hit that point in time where it can be localized at the same time as the rest of the world, or at least close to it. I kind of thought of the Fate series like One Piece in a way. It was really, really popular in Japan. It was blowing up. People love it. But here in America, it was still kind of niche, and then it found this good spot. And I think Fate has found this good spot here in the West. So hopefully everyone's gonna have open arms to Fate. And that's it. So I'll definitely see you guys next time. Sorry, this video is unedited. I just kind of wanted to get it out there and didn't want to spend too much time editing right now. As you can see, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. But whatever. I'll see you guys next time. What did you guys think about the announcement? Anything else? What do you want to see? I think people need to temper their expectations though. I'm excited, but don't get too excited and think this is going to be like some brand new thing. I think we're just going to have these 3 servants. I don't think there's going to be crazy like new servants added and stuff like that. I've seen people say, oh, it'd be great if they gave us an assassin, and because of the way assassins work, we have to fight our enemies in a roundabout way, which doesn't make too much sense since in the, you know what, no spoilers for the original game, but I don't think that kind of stuff is happening. When you look at what the base of the game is, it's a turn-based RPG, school simulator. Most likely there's going to be some sort of social aspect added to it. And I think that's really where it ends. Will it stay true to the original extra? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it revises some things of the original game. But only time will tell. So I can't wait for the next big announcement. And that's it, guys. Peace out.